web video report, which was launched under the auspices of TV Week, has moved to Advertising Age, which is another Crain Communications publication. And the play there is that we're going to focus even more exclusively on original entertainment content, and we see it as a lot of advertising inventory there that is going to be a target for sponsors. And so we want to be right at that nexus, and that's why we moved the publication over. It's kind of approaching an area of coverage from two directions. You know, we have the traditional media company coverage that we've always done, and they're bringing their product online from one direction, and then you've got all these web studios popping up, bringing it up from the other direction. It's a little more organic, and so we're watching both of them and trying to, you know, keep an eye on how the deals are getting done from both angles. You've still got it all. The question is, what kind of video is getting funded? And you know, you've got everything from product placement deals that are being brokered by the classic kind of agency media company deal, and then you've got much smaller deals with you know, mini studios popping up doing one-offs for a particular sponsor. It's really a nascent field still. You know, you've got the Revision 3s of the world and the For Your Imaginations of the world doing more and more and getting more and more sponsorship. You haven't seen the mega hit there yet, but you know, eventually it'll happen. And you know, there's a lot of venture capitalists actually laying bets that, you know, the studio they back is going to have the giant hit. Once the networks and studios figure out this model, they're going to be bringing online this content that must appeal to someone, but then they'll also have the kick of their scale, which is the traditional broadcast business, and they're going to be able to leverage one against the other. At least that's the plan. You know, the rush of content creation right now proves a couple things. One, that there's a lot of really ambitious, aspirational producers out there who find this low threshold investment to get in, and they're, you know, taking their shot. You know, and it also proves that, you know, the investment you're seeing from media companies is gratifying that. So, you know, once the technology is there, once the internet is piped into your 42-inch flat screen in your living room, then you start talking about scale. But, you know, there's a lot of hurdles before we see that. The CW experiment with Gossip Girl was interesting. When they pulled the series off the web, they were trying to find out whether or not that would drive viewers back to the TV show. Didn't really happen. And so maybe the real take-home there is that you can't dictate how your consumer is going to consume the content, which everyone's been saying all along, but you know, Gossip Girl was a compelling show to try that with, and the lesson was driven home again.